Welcome back, super friends and super family. I'm Nick, this is my girlfriend Wynn, and we are reacting to The Exorcist. Also, our friend Chi has her brand new reaction channel, Movie Munchies. She is also reacting to The Exorcist.
Oh shit! No, he wanna die!
Her reaction is out right now, so if you want to watch more reactions to The Exorcist, she's not normally someone who watches a bunch of horror, so her reactions have been pretty fun so far. We've done some together, but the link to that reaction is in the description down below. Tell me about what you know about The Exorcist going in. Let's make this an interview, late night talk show. What do you know about The Exorcist?
I don't know anything.
Okay, it's loosely based on a true story. I've never read the book that is supposedly the true story of The Exorcist, but I believe it's loosely inspired by something that supposedly actually happened. As always, if you want to watch the full unedited reaction, that is up on Patreon. For now, let's get into today's reaction, The Exorcist.
It's creepy.
Yeah, right?
It's happened in Iraq?
This exact event, I don't know, because like it's loosely based off a true story, right?
You just look like Mike.
Yeah, a little bit. Little Mike Ehrmantraut.
Is that the same?
Yeah, yeah.
You're right, he's shaking. You're scared.
He reacted
you know
to what
it
they
is?
found.
First I thought they bowed to him.
The way they cut it, it almost seems like that, right? I just love how completely his demeanor and focus has changed since he found the coin in that statue. It's almost like he's dream walking or something.
You look like you're sick. This is it. I like how they keep the dog barking in the background, the transition.
Yeah, yeah. Really good sound design for like a stare down moment.
We've got rats in the attic. You better get some traps.
I'm afraid so.
They seem wealthy.
Yeah, she's well off.
I just heard them grow.
Maybe plumbing?
Yeah, or maybe rats. After all, the stores aren't open yet.
Obviously.
Closed!
You just want to get out.
Why are they tearing the building down?
He's in Paris, I believe.
Hiding?
Fucking.
Too late for rewrites.
Oh, she's an actress.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a whole thing is a movie scene?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then there's people watching the filming too.
You take that drop by my house, yeah.
That's her driver?
Yeah.
I thought that was her husband. Red door is kind of creepy to see.
Walt Disney version of the Ho Chi Minh story, but other than that, it was terrific.
Do you know what she means by saying that? The Walt Disney version of the Ho Chi Minh story?
No, what?
Okay.
We had a picnic down by the river. Beautiful gray horse. The guy let me ride it all around and everything.
That's an awesome day. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Mom, can't we get a horse? Come back.
What's she do?
Did she grab the invitations or something?
What year is this?
I want to say the 70s. Although I could be wrong, and I'm not sure when the story that it's based on took place. But I think I would guess the 70s. A little bit of a different living quarters than the actress.
Do they know each other? Because you're looking at him a little weird.
No, I think she just overheard a little bit, and then he was also there kind of watching the filming, right?
The room is so tiny.
Yeah.
The Kanye's mama.
It's so cute.
How about you, Timmy? You are all right? Your Uncle John passed by to visit me.
Oh, really? When?
That's nice.
Right.
No.
And what a great son, man.
Mom, I could take you somewhere where you'd be safe, you wouldn't be alone.
This is my house. I'm not going no place.
It's really hard to convince old people to move out of their house.
Yeah.
Did he leave here or he just visit?
He's just visiting his mom. Of course, he leaves some money too.
Hey, where'd this come from?
Oh. Don't play with it.
You been playing with it? I'll show you.
Bad idea.
Would you do it if you had one?
I don't
think you
believe in
would.
it. I don't believe in it, but I've never played. I've honestly never played. It's
I
just like
think you
tempting
would
fate.
I think you will play.
You don't want me to play, huh?
Captain Howdy said no.
Captain who?
Captain Howdy.
Who's Captain Howdy?
I make the questions and he does the answers. You think my mom's pretty? Captain Howdy, that isn't very nice.
I may be sleeping.
Did he answer?
It didn't
Doesn't
move.
seem
It
like
didn't
it.
move. Yeah.
Take an eyelash off your face.
They're so close.
I know. I know.
What are we going to do on your birthday? Got any ideas?
It sounds like our conversations.
What are we gonna eat today?
Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you, Rex.
Their acting together seems so natural too, right? It feels so real.
I want to bring Burke on your birthday.
Gonna marry him, aren't you? Oh,
You might be onto something.
Where'd you ever get an idea like that?
bet you like him.
I like pizzas too, but I'm not going to marry.
Ooh, nice dodge.
Don't got nothing to do.
No, I heard differently.
Oh, you did. Wait. Because Burke and I are just friends. Okay? Really? Good night, honey.
It's really special. You can have that conversation with your daughter.
Yes, I know. I know.
It's rare, I think.
Yeah.
I want out of this job. It's wrong. It's no good. You're the best we've got. Am I really?
What job?
Working here as a priest. He's a psychiatrist as a priest, though, helping.
I need out. I'm unfit. I think I've lost my faith, Tom.
What a tough position to be in, too. Like, as a priest, your whole life built around believing something if you don't believe anymore.
He doesn't even call his daughter on her birthday. Oh, circuits my ass.
Yeah, that is not an excuse.
Peter, I've given you the number 4 times. What do you do? Take an illiteracy test to get that job for? Don't tell me to be qualified.
What are you doing here?
My bed was shaking. I can't get to sleep.
She's gonna go up there herself?
She hears noises. Check out the rats. Would you go?
No. Why she looks so scared? Is it the daughter?
That was the daughter. Yeah, that up close right there. I mean, how much light will you even get from a candle like that, man?
That's what people do all the time in a horror movie. The guy didn't help her then, right?
I don't know if he got traps or not. She asked him to. No, he did.
Be careful, or she's gonna step on one herself. So dark. Wait, what happened to the candle right there?
Very sorry, but you see.
No rats.
I would be more worried to hear there's no rats. What? Somebody did something?
Like watching that.
Breathe normally.
Oh shit.
That's your temperature.
I don't want it.
So aggressive.
She was sweet. What happened to her today?
Nurse, what are you doing?
Was he acting weird? Or is he just playing? Is this just a health checkup or something is up with her?
Do you think I should take her to a psychiatrist?
I think we should wait and see what happens with the Ritalin.
I would be hesitant to give my kid Ritalin.
She advised me to keep my fingers away from her. Goddamn.
What?
She's laughing.
You don't think a psychiatrist?
I think the best explanation is always the simplest.
Sometimes.
Try not to worry.
How?
Yeah, how can a mom not worry?
We give her a shot and bring her here. Then we take her right out in 2 or 3 months and she's out, good as new.
Talking about his mom.
Yeah.
I feel like I know this actor.
Can you imagine your parents staying in a place like this?
You go in, Jimmy. I wait for you outside.
Really?
Take you home.
What is she saying?
She's just so angry that
Private hospital? Who got the money for that, Jimmy? You?
Who put her in there?
I think the brother did because she needed to go and she's upset because she's away from her home, right? And they just don't have enough money.
You'll be Karen, right, Jim?
I beg your pardon?
Never seen her before in my life.
How many drinks have you had, though?
Listen, if you ever go up there again, will you take me along?
What for?
Missionary on Mars.
Was Elon Musk at this party?
You never went bowling with Goebbels either, I suppose, eh? Nazi bastard.
He's so drunk.
Butchering Nazi pig.
Just won't leave this guy alone.
What's for dessert?
They fast forward time.
Yeah.
It's nice and warm.
You can stop hugging now.
Fun.
My idea of heaven is a solid white nightclub with me as a headliner. Love it.
I mean, he's honest.
You're gonna die up there.
I'm sorry she's been sick.
Was she talking to all of them, saying they're gonna die?
I mean, just one man, guy in the gray suit.
You know, sweetheart,
You have changed so much.
Yeah.
It's just like the doctor said. It's nerve. You just take your pills and you'll be fine.
When they say nerves, do they mean just like a general anxiety? Like, what specifically does that mean, even?
God, the bed's really shaking.
Yeah.
That's like real shaking, not just a little bit.
That is not nerves.
College presidents shouldn't drink. Tends to set a bad example. I figure I saved him from a big temptation.
Oh, Christ.
There was nothing you could do.
He has a rough life.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna sleep? You're gonna steal my shoes now.
He dreaming?
It's symptoms.
Back when doctors would just smoke talking to you.
Bed was thumping and rising off the floor and shaking the whole thing with me on
The
it.
problem with your daughter is not her bed, it's her brain.
It's not her brain, it just happened. She said it happened.
How could a girl have the strength to do that?
It is. It's okay.
She's got to be still so heavily sedated, right?
What are they gonna do?
I don't know exactly the whole procedure.
Gonna feel a little stickier.
I don't wanna see this.
Oh,
Needle is so big.
I know.
Don't move.
Poor mom having to watch her daughter go through all this. Oh, dang.
Why are they doing that? What are they doing?
They're scanning for the lesion that the doctor was talking about, right? In her brain. I don't know why they had to draw blood necessarily.
So painful.
It can't really be like this nowadays.
It's like a CT scan now, right?
Chris McNeil's on the phone. She says it's urgent.
Did you give her the medication I gave you?
Yes.
Mother,
Please,
Oh God.
Mother! We'll make it stop!
Oh my God. Why did you start watching like that? Oh shit.
Huh.
Oh shit.
Keep away! The sow is mine! Fuck me!
Fuck me!
Oh, that's crazy.
Hold her tight!
It'd be so hard to watch your daughter going through that.
I know, man. And like she's screaming for help as that's all happening too, but what can you do?
What's going on in there? How could she fly off the bed like that?
Pathological states can induce abnormal strength.
They have explanation, medical explanation for everything.
I mean,
Sees her child pinned under the wheel of a truck, runs out, and lifts the wheels a half a foot up off the ground.
is that what this is?
Same thing here. Same principle, I mean.
What about the voice?
Yeah,
No, it's the weird eye.
yeah.
She's acting like she's fucking out of her mind, psychotic, like a split personality or...
I'm glad he got slapped.
Pneumoencephalogram, I would think. Pin down that lesion. It will involve another spinal.
Didn't they just say they didn't find anything?
Yeah, yeah.
Conceivably turn up there. At least.
So they're basically lying to her.
I mean,
Or
I
they still
think
believe it
I think they're
themselves.
just resorting to what they know as doctors. They think there must be a physical explanation, but you saw with your own eyes, man. That was so extreme.
My old one's been So it's gonna take Regan to Europe.
It's time we started looking for a psychiatrist.
I get it's common reaction of doctors, right? Because they believe in science.
Yeah, exactly. That's such cool lighting.
Sheriff?
Oh, what's that? They've done that a few times now.
Yeah, we've seen that face pop up. I swear, between the acting and like the blue lighting, like you can literally feel the room being cold, you know?
Hi, Chuck. Come on in.
Rosie heard.
Heard what?
Haven't heard.
What happened?
Burke's dead. Broke his neck.
Oh, God.
Just happened. Didn't she say she asked him to watch their daughter?
Yeah.
So he died jumping off the window or something?
The window was open.
He get pushed out. Oh god. Oh my god. That's creepy.
You comfortable, Regan?
I mean, she looks like a completely different girl.
Yeah.
Speaking to the person inside, you are there, you two are hypnotized. Answer all my questions.
Does it work like that?
Answer me now.
I'm not happy.
Are you the person inside of Regan?
Does it smell or something?
Go!
Doesn't seem like a person. More like a monster or something.
Yeah. With between the strength and the growling, right?
Is it that thing that they show from the beginning?
No, we haven't met, but they said I could tell that you look like a boxer.
He does.
What's this all about?
Yeah, it's true. You do look like a boxer.
Do people tell you look like Paul Newman?
Always. What do you know on the subject of witchcraft?
I once did a paper on it.
Do you think this has anything to do with witchcraft?
You know, witchcraft?
Not a lot about it.
Good father was found at the bottom of those steps leading to M Street with his head turned completely around.
Your fall don't do that to you.
Yeah, how does that happen?
Well, however,
Unlikely.
exactly.
It's like the staircase documentary.
I don't know anyone who fits that description.
Doctor's ethics. If you knew, you wouldn't tell, huh?
No, I probably would.
I mean, there is the confidentiality.
Was put in jail for not telling the police what he knew about a patient.
What are you trying to say?
No, I mention it only.
Incidentally, I mention it only in passing. I could always tell the judge it was a matter of confession.
Seal of confession. Will it hold up in the court of law? I think it does.
I get passes to the best shows in town.
Now he's playing the good cop.
I hate to go alone. You know, I love to talk, Bill. Reynolds, Desdemona, and Othello Groucho Marx. You happy?
I've seen it.
You can think of some priest.
You know who I think really did it? The Dominicans. Go pick on them.
I could have you deported. You know that?
Excuse me?
I lied. You look like Sal Mineo.
Who is that?
I'm assuming a different boxer. Maybe a less good-looking boxer. I don't know those older boxers, but...
Call it somnambuliform.
No.
Really don't know much about it at all, except that it...
Look how chewed up her whole lips are.
You better believe. And I don't care what you call it. I'm not putting her.
Yeah, come on.
Sorry.
You're sorry? Jesus Christ, 88 doctors. Your bullshit is.
With all that symptoms, they still go into doctors?
I think of it as a shock treatment. As I said, it's a very outside chance.
It's like a torture, basically.
What is it?
Do you have any religious beliefs?
Shock treatment?
He said it's like that.
Oh.
Belief in the power of exorcism can make it disappear.
You're telling me that I should take my daughter to a witch doctor?
I mean, at this point, you've tried the normal route.
I just feel bad for her, like a single mom having to deal with all this.
Yeah.
Away from home, too. But it's also dangerous to do all that, right?
What, the
Okay, yeah,
exorcism?
Mm.
I feel like it can be.
That's why the guy died.
Oh, whose house is that?
Did you put it there? Of course I didn't. I didn't put it.
Maybe she did it herself because she's scared.
May I ask?
I still don't know.
Watch out for drafts.
It's not that.
You were expecting a package that day, some delivery?
I really wouldn't know. See, Carl takes care of all that.
Never mind.
She's got a pretty good poker face. She has a pretty good poker face, like not giving anything away about her daughter.
Would you like some more coffee?
Please.
She was like, I didn't expect you to say yes.
I mean, I've seen her daughter so violent, she might believe that it happened.
Plus strong. I mean, she pushed the doctors back pretty easily.
He wouldn't have any reason in the world.
Never asked what is this fungus. We wouldn't today have penicillin, correct?
He knows how to be politely insistent.
I really hate to ask you this, but for my daughter, could you please give an autograph?
Of course.
I'll come back when she's feeling better.
I swear it's just too much. Now she has to deal with the cops on top of everything else.
Jesus, fuck you!
Oh!
Jesus, fuck you!
Oh, this is so disturbing.
Lift me!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
You know what she did? Your daughter.
So violent.
Did he talk to you about my party? About my daughter?
No, I didn't know you had one.
That's really decent of him not to say anything.
Say what?
Anything about what happened with the daughter at the party? Like the other priest who's playing the piano? Yeah, it's just discreet about it.
Somebody no, you don't see, you don't understand. Your daughter.
You help her, just help.
He doesn't seem to believe so much. Maybe because he also studies science.
I think, and also like he said, like it's so rare in this day and age. Like people talked about it back in the day, but to see it now, it's just unheard of, kind of.
Wouldn't you still believe that?
Maybe it's because of his crisis of faith.
Oh, she's in bad shape.
Hello, Regan. I'm a friend of your mother's. I'd like to help you.
Right, loosen the straps.
I'm Damien Karras.
And I'm the devil. Now kindly undo these straps.
Where's Regan?
In here with us.
If that's true, then you must know my mother's maiden name. What is it? What is it?
Oh! Oh, gross. Oh.
You to tell me that you know for a fact that there's nothing wrong with my daughter. You tell me that!
I wonder why he doesn't really want to help.
He is very reluctant.
Did you know my mother died recently? Is Regan aware of it?
Why'd you ask?
It's not important. Good night.
I think he believes, but I just don't know why he's reluctant to help.
And maybe just because as a psychiatrist he's had so much experience with patients who do have a disorder, that's his default like thing to handle it.
Hello, Daddy? This is me. Go ahead, just say your daddy.
But he clearly cares, like spending this time looking into it. You know, he's a good priest.
You'd like that? But wouldn't that drive you out of Regan?
Bring us together.
You and Regan.
You and us.
They're just chatting.
Did you do that?
I mean, that alone is kind of proof to me.
You speak Latin.
Ego te absolvo.
Quod nomen mihi est. Quod nomen mihi.
He's asking what his name is.
What's that?
Holy water.
You keep it away.
It burns! Oh, it burns! Sorry.
Who are you?
How many voices is that?
He's getting evidence.
Yeah, yeah. Is that the father on the phone?
Want a drink?
Please.
A double, please.
You seem overwhelmed.
Yeah.
It's a language, all right. English. It's English in reverse.
Still, if it's English in reverse, how can a little girl do that? He's so scared. He's trying to get help though.
Well, what's wrong? What is it?
What is it? What is it?
Like something pushing from inside her.
Oh god.
I mean...
That's crazy.
You're convinced that it's genuine?
I don't know. No, not really, I suppose.
Really? I'm convinced.
I had notion he was over in Iraq. I think I read that he was working on a dig near Nineveh. Don't you think he's too old, Hal? How's his health? He all right?
You seem old.
Father?
They need you in the ring.
She doesn't look like a person anymore.
No.
How can she, you know, survive without hospital care? You know, so many wounds and stuff.
It's an honor to meet you, Father.
That's not a girl's voice. No.
No.
Your copy of the Roman ritual, the large one. I believe we should begin.
Yeah, right away.
Be able to return. Don't let anyone decide.
I would want to listen to something else too, man.
I'm just glad they actually get help now.
Yeah.
I did prove it, you know.
Would you like some brandy in that, Father?
Doctors say I should, but thank God my will is weak.
Isn't he so much older?
What is your daughter's middle name, Mrs. McNeil?
Raisa.
What a lovely name.
It's like they're going off to battle, like supernatural combat.
Harassed, you motherfucking worthless.
Be silent!
God in heaven. Be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
He just keeps saying the prayer.
Crush that roaring lion. Call for help. God, forever and ever.
Amen.
Oh, Lord, hear my prayer.
Oh.
Father Karras.
Stay focused.
He's so scared now.
Pardon for all my sins. To confront this cruel...
It's the tongue.
See the cross of the Lord.
So disgusting.
Oh. The demon is a nasty person.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I cast you out, Christ! In the name of the Father, Son, by this sign of the Holy Cross, who lives and reigns, and the Holy Spirit, defender of the human race.
You killed your
On this
mother!
your servant,
You left her alone to
Regan.
die!
I command you by the judge of the living,
No.
the servant of God. Holy water.
Come on, focus.
Power of Christ compels you.
Oh.
The power of Christ compels you.
Is this gonna work?
Christ compels you. He brought you low by his...
Yes, bind her again, man.
The majestic Christ.
Don't turn your back on her. I just said that.
Commands you. Spirit commands you. Martyrs commands you.
When that happens, I wonder, does it just shake the room or is the whole house like an earthquake or something?
That's the thing.
The statue from the beginning, yeah.
Guilty before the whole human race. Are you tired?
Exhausted. We were talking about doing it himself too.
I know. Thank goodness they had
I
Father
know.
Merrin.
Even seemed too much for Merrin, right?
Yeah.
It is to make us despair, see ourselves as animal and ugly.
What do you think it is that he's taking?
It's medication. I think it's like heart medication.
They need more help. He's seeing this in his mom?
Yeah.
Please, Timmy, I'm afraid.
But not my mother.
What is it?
Her heart.
Can you give her something?
Pasto Cravatis.
You're not my mother!
Can he handle it himself? Doesn't look like the Kurgan.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
He's so weak right now. Like her physical body is like...
Is she gonna die?
No.
That's what motivates him to go back in. Oh, look who it is.
Oh no. What happened? He has a heart attack, maybe? No.
You son of a bitch!
Oh no, don't kill the girl. Possessed him? Oh shit.
Somebody help!
Are you sorry for having offended God for all the sins of your past life?
They do that so it can go to heaven, right?
Yeah.
So it moved to that guy's body and then just jump out the window, or he's stronger or something.
There was a second where like the eyes faded and he screamed no, and I think he threw himself out the window to kill himself, and so to end the demon.
I'm gonna miss you. Sure you won't change your mind?
She's too scared to stay.
Yeah.
I hope the daughter doesn't understand what she went through.
She doesn't remember any of it.
That's good.
Yeah.
I thought you'd like to keep this.
This from the other father?
Yeah.
Why don't you keep it?
I think for some reason she knows the suppressed, like, disconnection.
Yes, exactly.
Even
I was
though
confused.
she doesn't understand, or she doesn't remember.
Yeah.
Father Dyer, you go to film? Sure. Wuthering Heights.
Who's in it?
Lucille Ball.
I've seen it.
Same conversation.
Another one.
That's how it would be abandoned, I guess.
Who would want to move in
Yeah.
after that, honestly? Don't forget to head over to Movie Munchies, our friend Chi. She has also watched The Exorcist, and I don't think you'll be disappointed by her reaction. It is definitely worth checking out. The link to that reaction is in the description down below.
That was good.
Yeah? You liked it?
Oh, the nastiest demon I ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
definitely.
language.
Oh, yeah. And,
Surprised by that.
you know, like, it is just shocking, and then it's gross between the vomit and like the twisting the head around, all those kind of things. But, you know, I can only imagine like when this came out too, that like I feel like there's so many, you know, horror movies that kind of push those boundaries now, and we see the grotesque and just, you know, gruesome images are not something new to the movies, and not that it was back then, but this was a real game changer when it came out. Like, I can only imagine how powerful that impact was. And that's it.
Were you scared, like, when you watched it the first time?
Not super scared. I feel like for me it was more like appreciating the filmmaking and the storytelling and kind of the characters, because I feel like the pacing of it is more of a slow burn than a lot of, you know, contemporary horror movies. And I will just admit, like, when I first saw this, like, I feel like you picked up on way more than I did. Like, I remember when she kissed the priest at the end, I was like, why did she do that? And you just immediately, like, no. Like, you're like, oh yeah, she remembers something about, even though she doesn't remember it, like, that feeling of affection and gratitude towards the priest for saving her life. So things like that took me more than the first time to kind of pick up on.
I think the girl acting is so good.
Oh, yes. Oh, I agree.
That's
100%. Yeah.
Like, you see the difference, you know, from when she was like a normal kid until like she possesses. It's amazing acting.
Yeah, I agree. And they did a really good job with like the makeup, the practical effects. I mean, it doesn't hold up 100% now, but it does not look like CG, because it's not. You know, like, they're doing effects and moving things, raising her. I love the effect when her body raises up, how it moves like so slowly and effortlessly. Like, it feels like a demonic motion when it's doing something like that. And then, like, I like the, you know, Merrin, the old priest. And I don't know if you picked up on, this is another thing that maybe you did right away. I did not the first time I saw this, but how this is kind of, you know, The Exorcist, and the title is Father Merrin, the Exorcist. But this essentially movie is about a rematch between this elderly priest and this demon for the second time.
So he's seen this demon before?
Yes.
Oh, I just noticed that he saw that thing on the opening scene.
Yeah. And so that, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but from what has been told to me and from what I've looked up stuff about the movie as well, so in the opening of the movie, when he finds that statue and the coin, he realizes that it's that same demon, because they mentioned he did an exorcist in the past. And so he knows, and that's why he leaves Iraq, because he knows he has to go back and there's going to be another encounter with this same demon. And that's why when the younger priest, Damien, right, when he's first listening to those recordings, I don't know if you noticed, the demon mentions the name Merrin. Like, he's looking for him, kind of.
Really?
And yeah.
When? I want to see that part again.
See, so I feel like, and if you remember, like, and this is stuff, once again, like, I didn't pick up on this at all. I'm probably just slow to do it. But in the opening, when they have that cool scene with the dogs barking and he's, like, standing looking at that statue, and then it's kind of a wide shot. It's like a face-off shot, you know, and it's a cool kind of visual foreshadowing about what the movie is, even though you don't really understand fully, I feel like, the first time you're watching it, right? Where it's like a rematch. But and then even when he walks in the house immediately, like, he screams his name, like he's been waiting for him, right? But then what I do think is interesting too, even with that theme, is that essentially, like, the demon kills Merrin.
Yeah.
Right? So he kind of wins if it weren't for the fact that Father Karras is also there to kind of sacrifice his life, you know.
But I just don't know if that's the end of this demon, or he's gonna continue. Like,
I kind of take it as that it's the end, like they achieve victory by Father Karras jumping out and sacrificing his life. That's the way that I took it, but I don't know 100%. And there are sequels to this movie. It's a little bit like some of those, like, this original is a revered classic film, and I've heard that The Exorcist 3 is actually a decent horror movie, and I feel like we should at least watch that on our own time one day. But I feel like The Exorcist 2, most people say, is just a terrible sequel. I think a lot of people view this movie as kind of like a one and done, you know, similar to, I don't know if they ever made sequels to The Shining. They did, actually, and it's good. Never mind, bad comparison. What's another movie like that? I guess similar to, you haven't seen this either, but The Matrix. So the first Matrix, kind of universally praised as a classic movie. There are 2 sequels. Some people are like, it's one and done, and they like to ignore the sequels. Some people are like, the sequels aren't as good, but it ties into the main story. But I just like, you know, I feel like a lot of times movies are lacking this, not to, you know, be everything older is better, but I feel like I enjoyed watching it, seeing the time the movie took, where we got to really know Father Karras, like Damien, and his situation, his life, his struggle, before anything super dramatic happens. And then especially with Regan and her mother, like, we got to really see them and how great their relationship was. So then when, like you said, the total change is so much more impactful emotionally, we're seeing, like, this, of course, this is devastating, and we've kind of been living through them, seeing how she's a single mom who works hard at her career, spends time with her daughter's a sweet girl, and then it turns into this total nightmare by the end.
Yeah, I feel like they gave us time to get to know every character.
Yeah.
Their background, who they are,
how
they are. Even like the detective.
Yeah.
Like, we don't spend much time with him, but like, we kind of know him, you know.
He was a memorable
really,
side character too. Yeah.
And like, also like that it doesn't give a lot of like jump on the screen like some more modern one, like similar topic, but it's like a bunch of like, you know, scare jump.
That's a really good point. Yeah.
Like, even like early, like they show the face, but it's really fading. It's not like jump out to scare you, but it's like just show really like, I don't know how there's a word to describe it. But it's like, if sometimes like you're like, oh, is it there or is it not there? You know, it's not like jump out to scare you. And the fact that people in there, they don't even notice it.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. I haven't really thought about it like that, but I guess it's less jump scare horror and more like unsettling, you know, disturbing horror, which, you know, you can have different flavors of what you prefer. Personally, I think it's harder to pull off this style of horror. That, like, you know, you can just build up and have a sound effect. Not that it doesn't take a lot of work to do a good jump scare, but I think this way is a little bit more difficult. Takes a little more skill.
Yeah, another thing that I kind of different is this demon. It's kind of, there's a lot of the part, I don't know if the word sexual is correct, but it's it show, you know, when they first see the doctors and stuff, and then with the mom.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what that they want to say and they want to tell through those details.
Yeah, I guess if I had to interpret why, I would just say that the demon is pure evil, of course, and so it's a perversion. Like, here you have this sweet 12-year-old girl, you know, who's kind of innocent and untouched in that sense, so it probably relishes desecrating that and like having her mom see, you know, like, think of just how horrifying that would be in that extra element. Just like how he liked messing with, you know, Father Karras about his mother. But there might be other, that's an interesting point. I actually hadn't thought of it from that angle, if people have other thoughts about it. Do you have any thoughts about why?
No, that's what I
feel like it's just a perverted, like, you know, you take something beautiful like the innocence of a young girl and you think of the worst thing you can do with that, you know, like even something like stabbing the crucifix inside her like that, like, you know, it's trying to make a mockery of it and be perverted and disturbing, you know, in the worst possible sense, you know, like a true demonic pure evil, I would imagine. But like I said, feel free. There are lots of interpretations of this movie, and I definitely did not understand everything the first time through. I feel like I understand and appreciate the movie more now that I've seen it more than once. But I'd love to hear your thoughts, your interpretations. If there's anything that we missed about The Exorcist in general, love to hear that in the comments down below. And like I said at the beginning, if you want to watch the full reaction, that is up on our Patreon. Thank you for watching, and as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.